Hello, my beautiful crunchy granola bars. I hope you've had a great week and are looking forward to the weekend. I know I am. I'm not doing anything special for the weekend. I'm just excited to sleep in. Sloth power! Game of Thrones is going to end after its 8th season. I know a lot of people are taking it pretty hard because it's everybody's favorite show. Why is it ending? Well, honestly, the showrunners decided that it was time to end this epic fantasy show. Personally, I think it's because Georgie didn't finish writing the books, because he takes like 50 years just to finish one book. I mean, to be fair, they're like 1,000,000 pages long. The writers at HBO could have just been like, hey, you know what? We're going to keep going. This is making us big money. But I think it would be disrespectful to George. Would that actually be considered canon in the Game of Thrones series? In my opinion, no. No, it wouldn't. For it to be canon, it would have to come straight from George R.R. Martin. But Taco, the show and the books are totally different formats. Yes, they are. But it's still not canon unless Georgie wrote it. Who's excited for the Suicide Squad movie? Raise your hands and wave them around like you just don't care. The reviews are in, and apparently it sucks. Which is sad because, I mean, I've been excited for this since last year. Am I gonna go watch it even though the critics are saying it sucks? Yes. Yes, I am. Because I make my own choices. DC decided that Marvel is not gonna monopolize all the fan geeks. They're giving us an extra scene during the credits. It will also give us a cameo of Ezra Miller as the Flash and could possibly be a tie-in to the Justice League movie. Bear with me, I'm having some difficulties in speaking. Also, just a fun tidbit that I read somewhere on the internet, Warner Brothers tried to get Oprah Winfrey to play Amanda Waller. Waller. Can you imagine that? Oprah Winfrey going, and you get a homicidal convict, and you get a homicidal convict. Everybody gets a homicidal convict! Yeah! Speaking of the Justice League, have you seen the trailer? You can color Taco very much impressed. Last week I shared with you guys the first picture of Tyler Hoechlin as Superman. And as you remember, I wasn't that impressed. But let me show you the picture that changed my mind. God bless that angle. There's also pictures of him as Clark Kent. My God, Tyler Hoechlin is a good-looking man. High five to his parents. Maybe I was. Just a little bit. Oh hey, my glasses are missing. And just because I didn't hate the people that got to go to Comic-Con enough this year, they actually got to see a mockumentary. Is that what it's called? It was a short video showing Thor on his everyday, mundane, not saving the world, and living life. I don't know when we'll get this video for the rest of us peasants, but I'm hoping somebody puts it up on the internet soon, but here's a picture to hold us off. How awesome is that? I would literally pay money to see a full-length feature movie just watching the Marvel heroes doing everyday things. I have a headcanon that Thor only drinks pumpkin spice lattes and is only allowed to drink from a plastic cup. My husband, Chris Evans, will take a short break from being Captain America to play the multi-personality classic character of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's actually it's an American remake of the British show Jekyll. Stephen Moffat wrote it and James Nesbitt was in it. He was the lead character. And it's a modern retell of the classic story, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It was a really good show. I only got to watch half of it because I got sidetracked with something else, and then they took it off Netflix. I am looking forward to see Chris Evans kind of explore his acting chops with this. He's not a villain, but he's not exactly a hero either. I saw Evans play that, I don't remember what, Curtis in Snowpiercer, and he was Mr. Frosty in the movie Iceman. Mr. Frosty was a contract killer, and Curtis was a badass. So Chris Evans can totally do this. Make mama proud, baby. For fans of the anime show Death Note, we got news that Willem Dafoe will be voicing one of the main characters. He will be voicing the Shinigami Ryuk in next year's live-action adaptation of the anime with the same name, Death Note. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. A lot of people don't. It's a manga-based anime with the same name. It is about this, I'm not sure if he's a death demon or a death god, but he's bored, he's like 1 billion years old, and he's got this magical notebook. And you guessed it, it's called the Death Book. So the way this works is you write somebody's name in it and they die. And this dummy lost it. In the mortal realm, where this teenage kid just picks it up and he decides that he's going to handle justice. Because you're a teenager and you make good choices. And in Teen Wolf news, Tyler Posey, which is, he plays Scott McCall in the show, is a giant douchebag. He took to his Snapchat and just like was videotaping this street called Gay, and he's like, "This is me! This is who I am! I'm gay!" And then he's like, "Haha, just kidding." As you probably guessed it, the internet was not happy with it at all, which I understand completely, and I agree. It was one of the crappiest things to do. And it's not because people are oversensitive or just want everybody to be politically correct. It's just a crappy thing to do. With all the things happening here in the States and around the world, it's just a really insensitive thing to do. I mean, someone called it straight privilege, and yes, that's exactly what it is. I love Scott McCall, but Tyler Posey can suck my codpiece. And we're just going to continue with the Teen Wolf cast. Dylan O'Brien, a couple of months ago, was in a really serious car accident during the shoot of The Maze Runner. He finally went outside and he went for a Jamba Juice and showed the world what a nasty-looking hobo he is. Who's going to tell him to shave that off? I will. I'll tell him. And in some amazing science news, LIGO actually captured the sound 2 black holes make when they collide with one another. And in doing so, they proved Einstein's theory of relativity true. How amazing is that? I mean, this is literally going to change everything. They captured 2 simultaneously gravitational waves over 1 billion light years away. What? That's amazing. As the 2 black holes fist bumped each other, it caused these waves that caused time to speed up, slow down, and speed back up. What? I'm just astounded by this, and it could easily be proven that Doctor Who is not a show, but a documentary from a different dimension. And with that awesome news, I leave you, my precious. And remember, always keep a smile on your face. You'll never know who you confuse the hell out of. Until next time, this is Taco, over and out.